Hello students, today we are going to study our first chapter of geography, that is environment. So let's see what is environment. So whatever you see in your surroundings is your environment. That means that everything that is in your surrounding is your environment. Your school building, tables, chairs in the classroom, even open field, road, whatever it is, these all are part of your environment. Though some are created by nature, like mountains, rivers, animals, etc., some are made by human, like roads, cars, clothes, etc. Environment is our basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where we live. Now, in case of environment, human beings also have some major role to play. Human beings modify this natural environment in several ways. Like we make the cars, we construct mills, construct factories, and manufacture containers. This is how human beings modify this natural environment. And these things which we make, they affect the environment in several ways. Like car fume pollute the air, water is collected in a pot, food is served in vessels, and land is used to build factories. So human has a lot of impact on, in case of modifying this natural environment. In order to modify the natural environment, we at times even destroy our natural surroundings. So if we look again towards the definition of environment, environment is the place, the people, the things and nature that surround any living organism. So this is called environment. Now the next thing comes is, what actually is environment made up of? Now environment is a combination of natural and human made phenomena. While natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth, human environment means the activities, creations, and interactions among human beings. Now, the word environment is actually a French word, environner, which means neighborhood. So, this is about what is environment. Now, let's see what are the various components of environment. Now, over here you can see components of environment. First, there is natural environment, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Then, man made environment includes buildings, roads, bridges, vehicles, etc. And human environment includes individual, family, community, nation, society, etc. So, these are the components of environment, that is natural environment, man made environment, and human environment, among which we will be talking majorly about the natural environment and the human environment. Now let's talk first about natural environment. Now natural environment is comprised of land, water, air, plants, and animals. You have already read about lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, biosphere in your previous class, but still we'll be taking up these things in this chapter again. So let's first talk about lithosphere. Now, what is lithosphere actually? Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. Now, this lithosphere is made up of rocks, and minerals and is covered by a thin layer of soil. It is an irregular surface with various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Now, landforms are found over the continents and also on the ocean floors. Now, lithosphere is that domain that provides us forests, grasslands for grazing, land for agriculture, and human settlements. It is a major source, it is actually the source of mineral wealth. Mineral like copper, iron, petroleum, etc. Now, let's talk about our next topic, that is hydrosphere. Now, what is hydrosphere? The domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. Now, it comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, etc. Now, it is very, very important for all living organisms on the earth. As you all know that water is very important for anyone's life. Our next topic is atmosphere. Now, what actually atmosphere means? Atmosphere is actually a very thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. It protects us from the harmful rays like UV rays and scorching heat of the sun. UV rays means the ultraviolet rays, which are very harmful for the human body. Atmosphere consists of a number of gases, dusts, and water vapor. The changes, any kind of changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the weather and the climate of the earth. Now coming over to the next point, that is biosphere. Now, what is biosphere actually? Plant and animal kingdom together make up the biosphere or the living world. Now, it is a very narrow zone of earth where land, water, and air interact with each other to support life. This means that atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere combine to make a biosphere. With the combination of these three only, the life is possible. Now, talking about the biotic and abiotic conditions which combine to form environment. The biotic conditions mean the world of living organisms like plants and animals, while abiotic conditions mean the world of non-living elements, that is the land. Just for an example. Now let's move to the next topic, that is ecosystem. Now, what is an ecosystem? It is a system formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment in which they live, all linked by transfer of energy and material. Now, all the plants, the animals, human beings, they very much depend on their immediate surroundings. Very often, they are also interdependent on each other. This relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings form an ecosystem. Now, there could be an ecosystem of large rainforests, grassland, desert, mountains, lake, river, ocean, and even a small pond. So, this relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings form an ecosystem. Now, for your knowledge, on June 5th every year, the World Environment Day is celebrated. So, it is a very important day for each one of us as the conserving our environment is very much important for us. Now, over here in the figure, you can see in the both the figures you can see that ecosystems include living and non-living things, be it on land or in water. And ecosystem includes solar radiation, moisture, disturbances, that is various kinds of storms and all. And it also includes soil organisms, minerals, nutrients, plant community and all. So this all combines to form an ecosystem. Now coming over to the next topic, that is human and human-made environment. Now first let's know what is man-made or human-made environment and what is human environment. See, man-made environment means the elements made by human beings for their activities and survival. They modify the natural environment according to their needs by man-made things. Now, this includes roads, buildings, bridges, vehicles, factories, etc. While the human environment consists of human beings themselves as an individual, as a family, as a community, and the whole society, which interacts in the form of social, political, religious groups and affect each other's lives. Now, human environment interaction explains how man affects the environment and how the man himself get affected by it. Human beings interact with the environment and modify it according to their need. Early humans adapted themselves to the natural surroundings. They led a simple life and fulfilled their requirements from the nature around them. With time, needs grew and became more varied. Humans learn new ways to use and change environment. They learn to grow crops, domesticate animals, and led a settled life. Now there were various inventions like the invention of wheel, surplus food was produced, barter system emerged, trade started, and commerce developed. Now barter system was a trade in which goods were exchanged without the use of money. Later on, with industrial revolution, human being got enabled for large scale production. Transportation became faster. Information revolution made communication easier and speedy across the world. Today we are using 4G connections. Nearly everyone is using 4G connection. 5G is on the anvil. Soon we will be having 5G also with us. So the technology is also improving day by day. So that is increasing the communication speed much in a better way. Now, a very perfect balance is necessary between the natural and human environment. There should not be any kind of disbalance between them. Humans need to learn to live and use their environment in a harmonious way. The major problems in the world are the result of the difference between how nature works and the way people think. So, human beings need to learn to live and use their environment in a positive manner, in a harmonious manner. So students, this is what is all about the chapter environment. We need to study this chapter very properly and understand the concepts very properly. Read the chapter in a thorough manner, and if you feel any kind of problem in the chapter, do comment in the comment section below the video. आप लोग को अगर किसी भी तरह की चैप्टर में प्रॉब्लम आती है, वीडियो के नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन में अपने क्वेश्चंस लिखिए एंड मैं उनके आंसर दूंगा. अपने प्रॉब्लम्स ज़रूर से लिखिए. I will surely answer it. Thank you.